Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem. Let's get into it, man. Let's rock out tonight, man. Honestly, man, I wasn't even gonna make a video today, but the spirit had just came upon me to, just get some work out for some brothers, something to, keep these brothers strong in the last days, man. And it's so easy to fall into temptation, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like it was just, it's always hard. I'm not even gonna lie and say in this walk, but it was just, extra hard, because we try to put our good works of faith and show ourselves daily approved, and it's we can fall into temptation sometimes. Them thoughts lingers in our minds, and we just here to break it down with scripture, man, because to get back into this awakening, man, because it's an awakening happening, man. On dry bones, Israel is returning, man. The Most High is opening these books, man. And He's waking our people up, man. And these wasn't the things that we were taught when we was younger, like grew up and learn, And that's how we get back to the Most High. We got to bring our children from this, and we got to start teaching them so they can, later down the generations, man, we can keep, the covenant within. We can start to grow, and Yah's word will be transformed, onto the people. But generations down generations, they haven't did this. So what we're gonna get into today is just not dealing with the wicked women, and for the Ahkyam out there, dealing with Ahkwaths, man. Just be your sincerest, try your hardest. And I'm not saying that it's gonna always be easy, because it's like I said, it's easy to fall into temptation, with multiple women, you know, and either your woman could be doing something, or she's pushing you to try to lead to another way that's not even your way. You feel me? Or you gain these ways because she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and then you go off and do something wicked like cheat or watch porn or anything like that. And I'm not gonna lie, we all as brothers, some might be afraid to admit it, but we fall into that. We fall in victim to that. So we gotta, empower ourselves in this walk and this journey to, keep each other strong, for the Father, man, and know that we matter most too, and this, the way society has been placed up, they place women, in society. We're not gonna talk about how they dehumanized our woman. You feel me? The black woman, the Hebrew Israelite woman, I should say, how they devalue her and with all these values, because truly many values that people follow is vanity. So we're gonna get into some scriptures today, man, and we're gonna be reading out of the Sefer. I got the Sefer out into my book. Get here, man. I've been trying to email these people, man, on Sefer.net, and they have not been responding, man. My book has been taking forever, but like I said, first chance I'm gonna get it, man. But I thank the brother that told me about the app, man. We're gonna get into it though. We're gonna go to Genesis 2:15-25, and this is on the women's creation, man, because when we going off a life base, man, we got to go from this book. This book is basic instructions before leaving Earth. You feel me? This is our guide to the Most High. This is a manuscript to the Most High. So these things that the Most High wrote, this is what we should be following. We shouldn't be following our intuitions, our gut feelings, our instincts. We should be following these words from the Most High. And if people don't like what they saying, you get hit with the sword. That's basic as day. You feel me? And I know this is a sensitive topic to touch on, with women, because feminism and women wanted women liberation, most basically. So when you basically talking about these type of things, people necessarily want you to walk on eggshells. But with the scriptures, it's no walking on eggshells. You just gotta crack it. It is what it is, like it is, that's it. There's nothing more to explain, and behind me, look at him glorifying this one, Chris Brown, man. And this is the top of the day, man. Most of these simps out here, man, these beta males, man, they catering to the modern day women, man. So we're gonna get into it, man. Genesis 2:15. And Yahuwah Elohayim. Oh yeah, let me show y'all that app real quick. This is the Sefer bridged out. So yeah, just using that to my book get here, but it's been really helpful. You can click on it, and they'll tell you like the meanings. Then you can look it up in there. And you can look up the definitions too. So I mean, it's a great app. So we're gonna get into it. Genesis 2:15. And Yahuwah Elohayim took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to dress it and to guard it. So he took after taking Adam, he put him into the Garden of Eden to protect it and guard it. And then even David, when we think about that in modern day, as he waking us up, we are to guard the covenant. You feel me? And to guard his word and these treasures. So basically, as Adam was doing it, that's how it relates to modern day. How it serves us in that purpose. And he told him 16, and Yahuwah Elohayim commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat of it. For in the day that you eat, therefore you shall surely die. And Yahuwah Elohim said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a help meet for him. So first, that's what we first see the creation of the woman, bringing into the story. And most of these people that says they believe into the Bible, they will say that the woman is, ahead of the man. So I mean, let's read that again. This is Genesis, in the Sefer is called Bari Sheith. Bari Sheith. That's how you say it in Hebrew, Genesis. But we're reading back at 17. But of the tree of knowledge and good and evil, you shall not eat of it. For in the day that you eat thereof, you shall surely die. And Yahweh Elohayim said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make a helpmeet for him. So women was created, essentially, the woman was essentially created to be a helpmeet to Adam. So let's continue to read. And out of the ground, Yahuwah Elohayim formed every beast of the field and of every fowl of the air, and it brought them unto the man to see what he shall call them. And whatsoever the man called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And the man gave names to all cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for the man there was not a helpmeet for him. And Yahuwah Elohayim caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. And he took out one of his ribs and closed up the flesh there instead thereof. So here we see the first surgery ever completed, and it was completed by the Creator, Elohayim. You feel me? The Most High. And he took out one of Adam's ribs, one of his ribs. Woman was not birthed; she was taken from his rib. Woman was taken from his rib. So all this, I'm a slave and I don't want to do this and do that. Basically, you're just fighting the purpose of what you was created for. Like that's just a simple, plain and fact. And in the Most High, to the Most High, that's an abomination. If you're fighting what you was created to do, then you're fighting the Most High. Genesis 2:22. In the rib which Yahuwah Elohayim had taken from the man, made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And the man said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his woman, and they shall become one flesh. That's just jointly getting married. And we'll see that again in Matthew. That a man shall leave his father and cleave onto his mother. So I mean, even then, in a sense, when you get married, you're not supposed to go backwards and go to your parents. You're supposed to cleave onto your wife. That's supposed to be the person that you're supposed to be dependent on. You feel me? You'll help me. So we're gonna stop it at that. That was Bari Sheith. Bari Sheith. I'm sorry, excuse me, y'all. I'm still learning this. Bari Sheith. That's how you say Genesis in Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew. So we're gonna go to our next. Our next one was Ephesians. But just getting into Genesis, man, yeah, like that was what the purpose of women was created for. You feel me? Like Yah created man so he can communicate through the man on his will to be done on earth. That was what Adam was receiving. And he gave Adam this and brought forth all the cattle, the creatures, the animals. And then Adam saw that it wasn't a help me for him, a woman version of him. So Yah took a rib from him, which was the first surgery, and created one man. The woman comes from the man. That's not to say we are above y'all, but that is the order of the creation of the Most High and how he created things. It's not to say we're better than you. It's not. But let's get into Ephesians, man. Because when you read in scriptures like this, man, women tend to get into their feelings and go off emotions because the woman is an emotional creature. And we can even see that with Adam in the story of Eve, which isn't even her real name, it's Shua. So we can even see then she wanted to be over Adam and even the Most High. You feel me? A trait that most women has today in society. They gotta be on top. You feel me? So that is rebellion. That is wickedness. That is truly wickedness. So we're gonna get into Ephesians 5:22. And it's not to say that we are y'all masters or over y'all, man. It's just doing the righteous thing. That's all that it consists of when you're dealing with this word. That's it. So we're gonna get into Ephesians. Like I said, this is a great app, by the way, y'all, man. It breaks a lot down for y'all, too. The book of Ephesians in Paleo Hebrew is Phi Siyam. Phi Siyam. That is Ephesians. That's how you pronounce Ephesians in Paleo Hebrew. So we're going to go to 5:22, Ephesians 5:22. We're going to actually go to 1. No. We're going to start at 20 so we can get a clear understanding. Ephesians 5:20, giving thanks always for all things unto Elohim and the Father in the name of our Adonian Yeshua Hamashiach. So that is the anointed Messiah, basically. That's Jesus Christ. That's how you pronounce it. The Mashiach, the Mashiachim. So giving thanks always for all things unto Elohim and the Father of the name of our Adonai Yeshua Hamashiach, submitting yourselves one to another in fear of Elohim. Women, submit yourselves unto own men as unto Yahuwah. So the women got to submit themselves unto their own man as the men submit themselves to Yahuwah. So it's the order. That's the chain of the order. It's the father, then it's the son, then it's the man, then it's the women, then children. That is the connection that you feel me that we gotta. Again, you feel me when you talking about these type of topics, when you cutting, people gonna get cut because a lot of people is in their feelings and emotions. The world runs off of feelings and emotions nowadays. So we just gotta let the words talk for themselves now. And then now we ain't even in a later state where we gotta just let action take place. We gotta let action take place. So let's reread that. Ephesians 5:22. Women, submit yourselves unto your own man as unto Yahuwah. For the man is the head of the house. 23. For the man is the head of the woman, even as Mashiach is the head of the called out assembly, as he is the savior of the body. So as Mashiach, Yahushua, is the head of the church, the man is the head of the woman. So upon our head is Yahushua. We got to represent Yahushua, and the women got to represent us. It's not to say that we're over you, but these are the list of the orders. When you start to read these things, you gain deeper understanding and insight. And then we can even see as worldly examples of how Even women has been running it. How things have been going. I'm a product of not having a father in the household. My father did bids in and out of prison, 5, 7 years, not seeing his kids grow up, man, and just having a single mother. I'm not saying she didn't do what she had to do, but it would have been more of an understanding and gaining to have a father there. This is a fatherless country. We live in a fatherless country, and the enemies realize, man, to get to us, to destroy us as a people, they had to take down the household, the family units. And wickedness is running rampant, man. You feel me? And just to say this, a woman is not gonna shame her son for 9 times out of 10. A woman is gonna be okay with her sons being homosexual against a man, because a man knows that's not right, man. The natural order has been taken away. The elites have been on this, man. They been knew what it was. So let's get into it, man. Because you take away the family system, you just generating wickedness. You feel me? So if generations was teaching this type stuff from generations to generations on, we would have already been connected as a people. The elites just had to break everything down. So that's why we in these conditions that we're in today. So let's get back into it. Ephesians 5:24. Therefore, as the call out assembly is subjective to Mashiach, so let the woman be to 24. Therefore, as the call out assembly is subjected unto Mashiach, so let the woman be to their own men in everything. No, I just want to do this. You can't tell me everything. No, I want to wear this today. You everything. Let's read that again. 5:24. Therefore, as the call out assembly is subjected into Mashiach. So everything that Mashiach says, the assembly listens. The choir listen. We supposed to follow commandment from the Mashiach Yahweh, who was given word from the Father. And then, as so do the men say, must go for the women. As simple as fact, simple as day. But you can't say these scriptures out loud. The feminists will be on me already. I know. I won't be surprised if the video don't even last that long. It don't get that many views. But guess what? We telling the truth. That's all that matters. 25. Men, love your women, even as Mashiach also loved the call out assembly and gave it for himself. So as Mashiach loves the church, we got to love our women. That's not to say that we are above y'all or established over y'all. It's just a subjective of orders, you feel me? But you supposed to love your wife. That don't mean that you supposed to, beat your wife or force her to do things she don't want to do, but love her and cherish her. But you also don't stand for wickedness. That's something that's not going to be stand for or contention. You feel me? Or these contentious spirits, man, or just fighting with her on things, just certain things, man, because you are the household, you are the leader. You feel me? Even if they feel subjective to that. So let's go back 24. Well, no, we're going to go to 25. We already read that. Men, loving your women, even as Mashiach also loved the call out assembly that gave himself for it, that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word. So just as Mashiach cleanses us, we're supposed to cleanse the women. The women can't cleanse themselves. Men's supposed to cleanse the women. You feel me? Y'all really the only way, well, we're the only way that y'all can get into the kingdom. Because if you think about it, Eve already set it up and messed it up. If we can break down, if y'all want to just go back and we can just break down Genesis. "27. That he might present it to himself a glorious, called out assembly, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought man to love their woman as their own bodies. He that loveth his woman loves himself." So it's like, again, you supposed to treat your woman how you would treat yourself, basically, in a sense. You feel me? So it's no disregard or no disrespect, but when something goes and you got it and you trying to put it in order, you can't let that go out of order. You feel me? Because if you let that slide, everything else is gonna slide. You feel me? Then you backwards and flip flopping, and thinking about porn and y'all fighting and arguing, and it brings a negative vibe to everything. So what you do, you just gotta let the script, you gotta put yourself in these scriptures, and you gotta let them speak for themselves. You gotta determine what's right and wrong, and even then, you can't just be the sole leader. You gotta also try to go to a higher spiritual council. Even if you with your aqua and y'all don't know, you feel me, or you just new to it, go to a higher person that's been in these scriptures, so they can deem the situation and who's right and who's wrong in this situation. Because I'm not even saying that in every situation the men is wrong. Because even then, if we used to go back, I was hoping to think if I'm Adam, I'm going back, I'm beating the mess out of Eve. I'm just gonna give not beating her, but I'm giving her a pep slap. Like, what you doing? You know? But Adam partook of that too, just being ignorant to it. He fell victim to that. And sometimes we fall victim to our women's because of the looks, the bodies. The most I know he was doing creating women. You feel me? You don't think Eve was excuse me, Shuak. I'm trying to get better in pronouncing the Hebrew names, but Shuak wasn't a fine, beautiful woman. She was the first woman. You don't think Adam was a handsome man? That Eve could have wanted, but Eve went off and did her own thing too. You feel me? So that's what we gotta realize and keep the strength up for ourselves, man, and keeping brothers in it. So let's go in. Let's continue to dig into this word, man. And loving your woman is again loving yourself. How you would love yourself is the love that you give to your woman. It's not to say that I'm a dictator over you. I'm running it. I'm running the show and running everything. You also let your woman make the decisions too. You feel me? But you don't stand for wickedness. We're gonna read 28 again. So out men to love their women as their own bodies. He that loves his woman loves himself. For no man ever ye hated his own flesh, but nourish it and cherishes it, even as Yahuwah the called out assembly. Simple, basic as day, man. You gotta nourish and cherish, our women, and we haven't even. And I'm not even gonna say just as a whole, man, because our forefathers, even then with the rap bitches, hoes, we haven't done a good job, man. So that's what we supposed to teach it too, because we get this movement of niggas ain't shit. Niggas do this, niggas do that, niggas be ready to cheat. But that's why we gotta put ourselves in these scriptures again, so we don't flip flop and backwards into these sins. We gotta understand, even then when you putting in a test or a challenge, like, oh, okay, well she'll do something, and you like, dang, like why you do that? Then she might try to keep on away, and then you might be thinking, well, putting all your love in, and you like, dang, why am I doing all this? Where I could be out here mingling with the shawties and like just on my own type vibe, but that's not right because that's wickedness. That's wickedness. Those are succubus spirits that want you to go out and cheat on your spouse, or probably look at that porno and jack off and then just get a little steam off, Real man here, you just saying, every man has gone through this, and if you're going through this, don't put yourself in that realm, man. Let the Most High be your exit out of this, man, because that's how a lot of brothers just get caught up. Too many have been killed over this, man. Pussy, just doing crazy things, man. So let's just get into it, man. I'm not saying don't protect your woman. You're supposed to cherish your woman and nourish your woman. I would die for my woman, but you don't stand for wickedness or contention. That's what we're not gonna stand for. It's a middle line that needs to be drawn and respect too. So 30. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. That go that thing with the bones again. So in the assembly, we are conjointed together, but through a man and a woman, it's the two of them. You feel me? So as a whole, the assembly is a body, but that man and that woman, they're one flesh as a whole. 31. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and shall be joined unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. There go that one flesh again. They go that one flesh again, not big flip flopping. Anybody else, any outside, one flesh between the two. You don't let nobody come in between what the Most High has created. What the Most High has brought together. You just don't. It's one flesh. Y'all are one flesh, conjointed. That's that one flesh again. It ain't the last time you're gonna see it. So 32. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Mashiach and the called out assembly. Nevertheless, let any one of you in particular so love his woman even as himself, and the woman see that she reverence her man. Let's read that again. Nevertheless, let any one of you in particular so love his woman even as himself, and the woman see that she reverence her man. Let's look up that word reverence, man. Let's look up that word reverence so we can get a clearer understanding of what that's telling us. Reverence, deep respect for someone or something, regard or treat with deep respect. So let's read that back. Ephesians 5 and 33. Nevertheless, let any one of you in particular so love his woman even as himself, and the woman see that she reverence her man. You're supposed to love and respect your man. And nevertheless, you got to love your woman, even as himself. I'm just, again, it's all an order. It is all an order when you're dealing with the Most High in these scriptures. So we're gonna get into some more. We're gonna go into First Timothy. And then the seed for Timothy is called Timotheus Rishon. Timotheus Rishon. So we're gonna go to Timotheus Rishon 2. 2 and 11. Excuse me, 2 and 11. Okay. Even then, we can see the wickedness now. We're gonna go to Timotheus Rishon 9, 2 and 9. First 2 and 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefulness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Simple as day, modest apparel, dresses, long dresses, not having your boobs out, stomach out, not having a man seeing your flesh. You feel me? Not so necessarily based in a basic way of saying that. What that's to be held in a bedroom with your husband. You know, you can do that in a bedroom. Nobody cares what you do in the bedroom. But when you out, you don't want to be seen booty shorts up, double cheeked up on a Thursday. Just stuff like that. You don't want to be seen like that. That's wicked. But which becomes women professing reverence, they go to the word reverence again, for Yahuwah with good works. These are the good works of Yahuwah. Reverence, deep respect for Yahuwah. Elohayam, the Most High. These are the respects of women. This is not what Cardi B, Megan, they're not teaching you this. They're not. Beyonce not teaching you this. Let the women, we're going to read that back, but which becomes women professing reverence for Yahuwah with good works. So these are the good works of a woman in the eyes of Yahuwah. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Learn in silence. Being in quiet. You speaking too much. Speaking too much. Why are you speaking too much? You feel me? I know you emotional, but why? But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to absurd authority over the man, but to be in silence. That word silence again. They don't like this. They don't like this. Most of them feminists, they book burning this. All of this. They're just straight wickedness, man. Madame Blavatsky. Look at Madame Blavatsky, what she was teaching with the feminist movement. When the man was going to war. The whole feminist movement, man. Look deeper into it. Look at Black Lives Matter. They don't even support the family movement. So we gotta get back to our units, people. These are the units, the covenants that the Most High has established, and what He goes by. So anything out of that is just pure wickedness and straight evil. You don't care. 12. Let's look at that again. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to absurd authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Chua. Excuse me. Chua. I got to get it down again. Yeah, Chua. And it even tells us here, this is her name, Chua, life giver. Chua, the first woman. That's from the Sefer, man. Great app, man. Get it, y'all. Get it. 13. For Adam was first formed, then Chua. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Let's read that back one more time. For Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. He was deceived because of Eve's transgressions. He followed his woman. 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be safe in childbearing if they continue in faith and love and holiness with sobriety. So sobriety brings faith, love, and holiness. Notwithstanding, she shall be safe in childbearing. So you shall be safe in childbearing if they continue in faith and love and holiness with sobriety. You ain't supposed to be drunk off of nothing. But we're gonna get into First Corinthians, man. Now we're gonna get into 1 Corinthians 11:3. And it ain't gonna, the video ain't gonna be too long, man. I just want to, get a couple of scriptures out, man. Just get some range out, man. Just have to go to the range a little bit, man. When you feeling it, man, put the work in. That's all I can say. When you feeling it, when the spirit is really telling you to put that work in, and you got to put the work in, even if it's 5 minutes, man. You just finding something, or you just want to touch on the topic, man. You know the scriptures. Get into, Well, we're gonna go to First Corinthians. Right past it. Okay. Okay, so First Corinthians, and Corinthians is pronounced Kuorin TM Rishon. Kuorin TM Rishon. That's how you pronounce Corinthians in Paleo Hebrew. Korin TM Rishon. So we're gonna go to 11:3. And again, we breaking down the structures of the household. Okay, we're gonna start off at 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances. Ordinances is just order. The order as I delivered them unto you. So we supposed to keep these ordinances that have been delivered onto us. The order. It's not to change it. It never changed. That's the deception. You have been deceived. You feel me? Like if we follow these Greek Roman customs, we have been deceived, but Yahweh has given us a chance, to come to life, These dry bones, the dry bones that was in Ezekiel 37, 38. It's awakening time, people, So as the Most High, it's a statute of ordinances, man, that we've been given, man. You feel me? Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances I delivered them to you. But I know, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach. So if every head of the male is Mashiach, Yahweh, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Elohayam, and that is the order: is Elohayam the Father, the Son, you, and then your woman, and then the children. That is the order, man. But it's an ordinance that has been broken. Like I said, time and time again, man. Our enemies known how to divide us. You feel me? They've conquered how to divide us because Israel is divided. 3, we're gonna read that again. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Elohayam. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head down, dishonors his head. And that's honestly just saying like wearing a cap or something over your head. You know, if you're praying or prophesying and you have a cap over your head, that's dishonoring your head. Not every woman who prays or prophesies with an uncovered head disgraces the head itself, but is a disgrace of those who are shaven. For if the woman is sheared yet wholly covered, such women are not obscene when woolly covered. So it's just basically saying, if you're a woman prophesizing or praying with her head uncovered is disgrace. But those who are covered is not fully disgraced, but it's still a form of disgrace. You feel me? Let's read that back again so y'all can get it. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head down, dishonors his head. Not every woman, it says, not every woman who prays or prophesies with an uncovered head disgraces the head itself, but is a disgrace for those who are shaven. So if you are shaven, then it is a disgrace. For if a woman is sheared yet wholly covered, such women are not obscene when wholly covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Elohayim, but the woman is the glory of the man. So that's why the woman should be covered. And the man should not have his head covered. But it says, for a man indeed ought to not cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Elohayim. So we are the images in the walking glory of Elohayim. We are the walking images, and then as it again, the woman is the glory of the man. So when the glory of the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. That's 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. You ain't supposed to. And again, that's that law and that order. And that's how brothers get caught into wickedness, man. Following your woman, man. She's supposed to follow you, man. So you're supposed to have this austere attitude of, man, look, are you gonna follow suit or what's up? Like, what we doing? And that's just the truth. You gotta carry yourself like that, And we know too much from these scriptures, and it's been too much brought into context for us to deny this, to deny any of this. It's just too much. 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Let's read that one more time, y'all. You read this at a feminist. I'm getting booed off stage. They hate me. America's #1 enemy. The liberals will have my head on a swivel. You can't read this type stuff, man. This is why we in a famine of the word right now. This is truly the famine of the word. And we are the watchers just watching and seeing everything take place. One by one. Prophecies are becoming true, man. And that's all glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. We just actors in his movie. That's all that can be said, and that's all that can be done. You got to follow the Most High, man. We in the last days. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this caused out the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. For this out the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in Yahuwah. So to Yahweh, Yahuwah, Elohayim, is neither one without. You feel me? The man can't serve without the woman, and the woman can't serve without the man. Again, it goes back to saying we're not higher than y'all because one can't do without the other. You feel me? Reproduction wouldn't even be a thing if women wasn't created, you know, and went through all that. Even though that was actually a curse of breaking dang near one of the first commandments ever created. It was they were childbearing. If you read that and that's in Genesis. And I'm getting 10. I'm feeling like 10 from like the fallen angels because it's saying for this is Ephesians. I mean, no, it's Ephesians. I'm scared. Excuse me. Salah. 1 Corinthians 2:10. For this caused out the woman to have power on her head because of the angels, and I think it's referring to the fallen angels. Shemiyaza when he fell into the garden, which was that serpent, the actual serpent. 11. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in Yahuwah. For as the woman is the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things of Elohayim. So all things is of Elohayim. And even so the man is by the woman, because women give birth to man. Everything is of Elohai, excuse me, of the Most High, Elohayim. Yahuwah Elohayim. He is the creator of everything. So in those two, everybody's supposed to be serving him. Everything leads back up to the Most High. But to get into that good favor, to show yourself self-approved, these are the things that women have to do. And most women today, they just rejected their purpose. They just want to be viewed as sex idols, sex objects. They don't want to be wives. They part of your time to have fun. The ideal of being a wife is not even looked favorably upon in today's society. Women having kids and 4 or 5 kids, they get to 32 and they wonder why they still don't got a husband. And even in with our people, marriage rates are low. I know it. I've seen my parents literally go through divorce, and it's not a good thing. But we got to remember, man, that 95% of these marriages in America between our people is Hellenized. You feel me? It's just it's the government is in it. So we got to remember that too. These ain't the actual marriages statuses of the Most High. And to the Most High eyes, man, we just place our other values of marriage into what the system has created for us, what they want us to think that marriage is. And it's really not. It's really fraud. 12. For as the woman is the man, even so the man by also the woman, but all things of Elohayim. Judge in yourselves. Is it comely that a woman pray unto Elohayim uncovered? Does not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is shame unto him? But if a woman has long hair, it is glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. But if any man seems to be contentious, we have no such customs, neither do call out assemblies of Elohayim. So men being contentious too, we don't have no customs, and that goes back to a lot of brothers breaking for these women, and breaking down, man, and falling victim to iniquity, and the woman's hair was given unto her for a covering. It's not so you could be around here covering yourself. Cutting your hair and then all this and that. It really means you're supposed to keep your hair. That's what it really means, man. The Lord gave you a beautiful hair for a reason, man. And the man, and even then it says a man can't have too much longer of a hair, Even at a certain point, I'm growing my hair out, At a certain point, I can't even let it get to that because you walk around here like a little girl, you know. You know how Ahkwaths used to do their hair with the permanent and, the little pimp look, Snoop, and, the movie Bones used to have a little hair coming down. What was that? So, let's continue. But even it says like a contentious, if contentious, man, because we read back at 16, 1 Corinthians 16. But if any man seems to be contentious, we have no such customs, neither we call out assemblies of Elohim, and that goes back to brothers not doing their part too, being falling off. Adam not getting on Eve, when she transgressed the laws. So us just following the women. So that's when we have to take control, man. That's when we can't be contentious. Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. For all, 18. For first of all, when ye come together in the assembly, I hear that there be division among you, and I partly believe it. So even then, man, we can see during that time, it was division in the assembly, man. But we gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna move to the Matthew 19, our script. Probably gonna get in this and one more, and then I'm gonna cut the video out. It's probably be a good hour, 45 minutes. Something for y'all, man. Like I said, I just wanted to come and get some work off tonight, man, for the Heavenly Father, man. And I'm only been guided by the Heavenly Father, man. Even if you're not in the scriptures long, man, but you know the truth, man. Get you some, man. Put in some work, man. Read first. Read first. Get a gaining of understanding for yourself, because you're just not gonna get it overnight. But once you have a full gaining of understanding and you got multiple sources under your belt, to prove that this is what it is. And I've been working with brothers and doing studying for myself to know that this is what it is. It all goes by the scripture. Then you will get it, and then that's when you start to slowly push. Oh, okay, I get a sense of this, and then you watch a brother who's been in the truth for a little minute, get that going. They fire you up a little bit, and then you eventually go and do it yourself, man. But it's all about us pushing each other, man. It's not to be seen as nobody, man. I'm a nobody, bro. I go to a 9 to 5, just trying to make a living, man. Just trying to make it, man. I ain't nobody. I don't want to be nobody. You feel me? So let's get back into it, man. That's what we gotta remember. I ain't affiliated with no camps, no underground. I'm just some sincere brother in the truth, man, that want to wake my people up, bro. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm working the Most High, man. I've done things in my life, man, but we repent for them things, man. We know that the Most High give us another day, man, and we continue to keep going, man. We try to push, man. We try to make it. That's how we show ourselves approved. That's how you repent from the things. You don't go back to them, man. You talk openly, man. You feel me? So we're in the book of Matthew, and in a Sefer is pronounced Mat E Thai Yua. Mat E Thai Yuhu. Yahoo. Mat E T Yahoo. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Like I said, I'm still working on it. Mat E Thai Yu. In a lot of translations, when you start to read this and gain even more knowledge and understanding, because the Sefer has almost, I think it's 86 books in here, but I think with this abridged version, it's like 76. It's like 10 missing, but it's a couple. But it got dang near almost all the books with the original text in there, so you can learn to pronounce it right. That's why I said, man, for any brothers, you and your KJV, you got that understanding, but that's really a heathenistic perspective, man. So you don't even want to be trying to deal with those words, man. If you want to try to get out, man, we trying to escape Babylon, the best that we can, man. You feel me? So let's get into it, man. And it ain't gonna be perfect, man. Ain't nothing gonna be perfect, man. You feel me? Because if we just going off what we already did, man, we all done sin, man. We all, did unrighteous things, man, but you repent from that, and you to truly repent from that, like I said again, you gotta show yourself approved daily, man. The Spirit putting it on you, man. Tell that brother, man. Even if you outside, you only got to make a video, man. Just start to tell people, man, face to face, people that you love, man. And then, like I said, once you continue to read and get that gain of understanding, knowledge is gonna flow from you. You know, sometimes I don't even be talking when I'm talking to people. I let the Most High try to guide me when I'm trying to tell them something, you know, or show them that, you know, this is really what it is. But again, you know, it's not meant for a lot of people, so a lot of people are not gonna understand where you're coming from. So yeah, let's get into it. This is Matthew 19:5 and 6. And said, for this cause shall a man leave his mother and father, and shall cleave to his woman, and they shall two shall be one flesh. That's that coming to one flesh again. One flesh, one fleshly body. That's three times we didn't see that today. This is the third bar that we didn't hit where you're not supposed to back flip flop, you know, cleave onto your woman, man. Your woman is supposed to be the help me, man. You know, once you are from your father and your mother, man, you're supposed to cleave unto your wife, man. That's supposed to be the first person you should be able to cleave onto. You know? But again, today's, you know, perspective, man, is not seen of that. 6, wherefore they are no more two, but one, excuse me, slot. 6, Matthew 6:19 and 6. Wherefore they are no more two, but one flesh. What therefore Elohim has joined together, let no man put asunder. Again, what the Most High has brought together, let no man, you know, no outside counsel come between. Nobody should be able to come between y'all. What the Most High has created. And that's from the book. They say unto him, why did Moses then commanded to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? And he said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffer you to put away your women. But from the beginning, it was not so. So even then, we're not supposed to get divorces, man. You know, it was not so. In the book, we're seeing that the Messiah is saying that it was not so that divorcement should have been given, you know, but it was from the hardness of the hearts that divorcement was given, you know. And like I said, man, I've seen my parents go through that, man. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. You want both of your parents there. What kid doesn't want both of their parents there, you know? You want your father there to teach you that, you know, things in there. But like again, you know, people don't do what they gotta do in certain situations and again falling victim to the curses, man. Flip flopping, man. Flip flopping. 9. And I say unto you, whoever shall put away his woman, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, breaks wedlock. And whosoever marries her, which is put away, breaks wedlock. So if you marry a woman that's been put away, that's breaking it. And if you marry another woman, the only way you can get rid of a woman is if it's through fornication. And again, you know, people be trying to make their own interpretations. We are reading a Sefer. You know, this is the closest version we got to what was written and what was produced from the words of the Most High. And break down multiple versions, but even then, as you get into newer translations like KJV, new KJVs, and things like that, English translations and American translations, they hide these things, man. You feel me? Because they want to empower women, man. You know, they endorsing this Luciferianism. That's it. If you're not down with what the Most High got to say or how He's bringing it to you a Luciferian. You a Luciferian. Just admit it. We'll read that back one more time. 9. And I say unto you, whoever shall put away his woman, except it be for fornication. So the only way you can put a woman away is through fornication. And shall marry another, breaks wedlock. So if you marry another woman, you break wedlock. After you put it away another. And whosoever marries her is which is put away breaks wedlock. So if you marry her too, then that's breaking wedlock. his Talmidian, Talmidim, which translates to disciple, Talmidian, those who are instructed, accustomed, disciples, learn, taught, used. Like I said, it breaks down the word, and he even got a little section on here where you can go and search up the word where it says search. You can even search up the word too, man. So if you don't understand it, man, you can gain a clear understanding of this role, man. That's why I said we here to push each other and inspire each other to do these things, man. That's all it's supposed to be, man. Like I said, I ain't no celebrity. I don't see myself as that. I don't want to be no celebrity, you know. His Talmidim say unto him, if the chase of the man be so with his woman, it is not good to marry. His Talmidim say unto him, his disciples said to him, if the case of a man be so with his woman, if the chase of the man be so with his woman. So if you chasing your woman, it's not good to marry that woman, man. You don't want to be chasing nobody your whole life, bro. And somebody who don't want to see her too, because once a woman realizes that, man, she holds a standard over you. She holds a standard over you. So let's keep pushing. 11. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, say they to give to whom it was given. For there are such uses which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some inuriches which were made inuriches of man, and there be inuriches which have made themselves inuriches for the kingdom of heaven's sake, that is able to receive it. Let him receive it. So let's look up that word real quick. Inuriches. Inuriches. Let's look up that word real quick. Inuriches is a man who has been castrated. Throughout history, castration often served a specific social function. The earliest records of international castration to produce inuriches are from the Sumerian city of Lagos in the 21st century BC. I don't know who would have wanted to be an inurich, but you crazy. Y'all ain't chopping off nothing. Ooh. Ingurinches, and this again, Ingurinches are men who had their testicles removed in order to make them more efficient servants or soldiers, as they are not distracted by lust or sexual matters. So I guess it was a form of, you know, these men not trying to focus, themselves on sex. But I don't know. I don't know who would choose that. Beta male. I don't know. I don't know if you serving those kind of soldiers. Hey man, look, I'm good. For their, we're gonna read that again though. For their, this is Matthew 12, 19 and 12. For anybody who's taking notes too. For there are some inuriches which were born so from their mother's womb, and there are some inuriches which were made inuriches of men, and there be inuriches which have made themselves inuriches for the kingdom of heaven's sakes, that he is able to receive it, let him receive it. So inuriches, some people, it's basically saying some people was born inuriches in their mother's wombs, some was made for the sake of other men. Oh, excuse me. Some was made from men, and then some was made for the sake of being for the kingdom of heaven. But in all, yeah, I just can't do that. Okay, let me see. And the last one we're gonna get into is Isaiah 4:1, man. And this is the hardest bar for anybody. If you been in these scriptures for a minute, man, you feel me? So as men, like I said, man, when we dealing with these worldly women, man, and we know these things, man, we can't hang our head down, you know. And I'm talking about to the Ahkyam that has trouble dealing with women in particular, or just you dealing with a wicked woman in a sense, with a wicked spirit, or she don't want to conform to where you coming from or where you trying to bring her to. Because again, we seen through multiple scriptures, man, that the man is the head of the household and he brings the woman. He cleaves onto his woman and he brings her to Yahweh. So even in a sense, a woman can't get it on her own. She can't. She's just not. That's why you gotta have a male in the house to be, help me. You was created to be a help meet. Stop fighting your purpose. But this last one is gonna be for the, like I said, man, for them Ahkam, man. Man, just keep your head strong, man. And it's not to say that we're gonna be you know, just floating in pussy, man, because it's never to come off like that. A lot of brothers, man, take it in the sense of I'm a big booty bitch, big titty, and we all man here, excuse for my language. Women, if y'all watching too, I'm a big booty, light skin, dark skin, Sally, like white girl, Sally, it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be as flashy as people gonna make it, man. You feel me? And in the day of the Lord, man, you might have to take care of these women, and nurture them, man. Your mind ain't gonna be on sex, you know. So even when it's talking about in that day, in Isaiah 4:1, which you're gonna get into, you know, and it's pronounced Yasha Yahu. That's Isaiah in Paleo Hebrew. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeshu Yahu. Yeshu Yahu. And it's not to say that we're gonna be, because like I say, even then a lot of women, with sister marriages, man, they just think that it's gonna be straight booty calls, man. But it's not that, man. In the kingdom, man, when we did have our kingdom, man was putting in his work, man. You feel me? Like not just laying up all day having sex with their wives, and that, even then, entertainment and even porn, it got our minds infected with that, so people don't see family household units, man. But we was creating trying to create kingdoms, man, trying to keep a bloodline going, man. Back in the day, if you had more than one wife, that was just a thing, but nowadays people just see that as marriage. I mean, as evil, but or in a sense that it's gonna be just worldly. But again, those was contractual agreements between people and the most high, you know like a man and a woman, real conjunctional marriage. We're not talking about what's been portrayed. And even then, like Mormons, like they got like most of their books from us too. But even then, we don't follow that because that that sense of doctrine, man, is flawed, man. It's flawed in that sense of doctrine, man. How them white Mormons do it, man, because the tribes was doing it, like I said, brothers back in the day, they did have multiple wives, man, but it wasn't a sense of just we was gonna be laid up in the bed all day just smashing. Like it's no, you just didn't do that. The man worked all day, the women, you know, cooked, clean, took care of the kids, talked to kids, things like that. And then when the man got home, in his palace, doing what he got to do, for the fam, for the household. But we're gonna get into it. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach." So basically, what it's saying, man, 7 women, man, 7 women that's gonna claim to one man. One Hebrew Israelite, you know, they gonna see a brother with fringes, they gonna be out here, man, because most of these women, man, they just want a rapper. They want a rapper, basketball player, a dope boy. Those three options. If you ain't that, if you a broke boy, they not dealing with you. You know, you're not getting no play, man. They not believing in these scriptures, man. And that's gonna be their downfall. So when that day do come and they see a brother, you know, with fringes, fringed up, or in this truth, man, you are gonna be the special one. You're gonna turn into the special one, brother. They're gonna be after us. They're gonna want the questions from us, like, why is this happening? What is going on? This and that. And by that time, it's already gonna be too late. You think a man that's all you on OnlyFans and you know, like you was getting clapped by everybody, you think that man gonna want to protect you? You got to be real, man. And a lot of women too, man. They out here with contentiousness, man. They don't want to get married, man. They don't want to be covered, man. You setting yourself up to be deceived by the Most High. And a lot of women, man, it'd be a lot of examples that I see too. Women be, God got me, and I'm gonna do my thing, and I gotta do this for right now. You know, they be all in their ways, man. And all right, that's cool. But if you ain't repenting from that, man, if you ain't trying to be covered or changed, man, then that's just gonna be your downfall, man. And in the times that we in right now, man, we in that last stretch, man. If nobody's trying to listen to you, man, don't force nobody. You know, it can only be played out, man. That's the run we in, man. You know, it's 11:58, y'all, man. It's only so little time left, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. It was good. You know, it was good getting some fire out with y'all today, man. We're gonna try to do another one tomorrow night. Just keep pushing, brothers. That's all I can say, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, man. Keep persevering, man. Keep your head strong in this game. We're gonna pray for get up out of here, man. Just thank you for tuning in, like, share, and subscribe, man. Let's get into it, man. Call halal, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakadash Bashem, Lashon Rakadash Bashem. All praise and glory goes to the Heavenly Father. All right, y'all. We out.